I'm going to be really honest with you guys right off the bat. This was supposed to be a video about Death Parade, but after listening back to the audio, I was not very proud of it simply because I did get some of my thoughts out, but I didn't articulate them in the way that I wanted to. So if you're a fan of Death Parade, I apologize. However, that video will come in due time, especially now that it has been over 10 years since it came out and ended. Instead, I want to talk about something that I've thought about recently, and it's the fact that I'm kind of glad that anime got popular. And when I mean kind of, I mean, yeah, there's gonna be bad eggs in any community. And although anime has lost a bit of its charm from being a niche hobby, but outside of the interactions on Twitter, I'm really happy that I can just sometimes meet somebody new and be like, oh, hey, you watched XYZ series. And that's pretty cool. Because when I was growing up, I only had a handful of people to talk about anime with. And throughout my entire life, I've been pretty lucky in terms of that. At pretty much every job that I've had at least one person to talk about anime with. And that's really, to me, that's a blessing. But I'm kind of happy that I don't have to just meet somebody at work or meet somebody at school. I can just see somebody on the side of the street now, and although, yes, it could be something like they're wearing a Demon Slayer shirt, I'm still happy to see that because if I wore that in high school or middle school, I would have gotten shoved in a locker. Or worse, they would have grabbed my Garfield backpack and they would have put it in the toilet. That's not okay. I'm personally just delighted to see that anime has reached a global scene in a way that I never really would have imagined when I was in high school. I mean, we have anime brands doing collabs with the MLB. That's kind of crazy. And don't get me started on the Ava collabs. Like, we don't see a lot of those in the United States, but I've seen just about everything with Ava marketing on it. But let me backtrack real quick because although, yes, I am super happy to see that anime is now in a really good state, I can totally also understand the other side of the coin from some of the discourse that I've seen where, oh, anime is popular, it's not niche anymore. That sucks. Because I mean, yeah, you can't just get into a conversation with anybody about certain anime like Odd Taxi, Great Teacher Onizuka, or even Death Parade. But I think that's okay in the grand scheme of things. Not every person who enjoys any medium has to have seen everything, played everything, read everything. There's simply not enough time on this earth for us to consume all of the media that we want. But that makes me appreciate the group of friends that I have so much more because I can talk to them about those anime. I can have discussions with them about those things. And I can also be really glad to hear some dude on the side of the street be like, yeah, Dragon Ball Z is my favorite anime. Go off, guy. Because even just as 10 years ago, when I was still in high school, if I even uttered the word anime, I would have been called a weeb. And now I take pride in being called an elder weeb. Even though I'm not really that much of an elder, but you guys get the point. At least this is what I personally think. I'm just happy to see these silly ass collabs with the MLB and Demon Slayer. I'm happy to see Naruto and Skibbity Toilet in Fortnite because one of the greatest pleasures that I have now as an anime watcher is to be able to talk to somebody and be like, hey, you like this series? I think you should check this out. And being able to bond with somebody over those shared experiences is great because they don't have to like an anime that I recommend them. I just like to hear their feedback. I like to hear what they liked, I like to hear what they hated, and I like to hear why they thought that Rem was done dirty or why they personally think that School Days is a masterpiece. And if you do think that, yikes. But I'm not here to judge. I just love the discussions that I can have with people about anime. It's a medium that fought hard for its success. And it's a medium that I think will continue going in an upwards trajectory. So yeah, I'm really glad that anime became popular. And I hope that in some way you guys do too. Because much like my first draft on that Death Parade video, I'm okay with stumbling through some conversations about anime. I'm okay sounding like a moron defending something like the ending of Attack on Titan. I'm okay with defending romance anime as a genre, despite most of them taking place in high school. And I am more than okay hearing somebody wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt tell me, nah, man, that ain't for me. Because at the end of the day, just the fact that I can have these discussions with people makes me really happy that anime became popular. But now let me know what you guys think. Do you guys have a group of friends to talk about anime with? Do you care that anime is more mainstream now? And if you do, why? Is it because it's lost that magic of being the niche thing around? Or is it because you don't like some of the rep that anime watchers get? Regardless, so long as we're keeping it civil, please let me know in the comments below. With all that out of the way, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate the continued support. If you guys liked what you saw, please drop me a like, subscribe, or share the video with somebody you know. Or somebody you don't know. I mean, I'm not picky. This has been Soggy Taco, and I will see you guys in the very near future for another video. Hasta luego.